Hello, everybody. Welcome to my life. Hi, guys. So I'm getting on right now because I'm so tired right now. Sorry. Uh, but I'm waking up. Thank goodness. I had a long night last night, and it's one of those things where I just completely went. I was tired. I'll put it that way. Um, well, so I'm gonna get on here. Today is not gonna be story day. Today is going to be tell y'all what I said to my mom last night day. Because, you know, I was with my mom, I was with my kiddos and everything like that on Tuesday. And so yeah, we had a good time. We went to the water park and stuff, and man, there wasn't some communication issues there. And my kiddo fell, and I go and tell my stepdad, right? I told my stepdad that, oh, well, she fell and, I gave her some Tylenol. How come that man shut the daggum door in my daggum face while I was trying to have a conversation with him about my daughter? What the heck is that about, man? Like, that is so disrespectful. And if I had done that to him or my mother, I would have got my butt chewed out. Like, what the heck, dude? Like, that is so wrong. It's not even funny. Like, that's how wrong it is. You know what I mean? It's like, why would I why would you do that to me? That's not cool. That is so not cool. Sorry. But there we go. I'm just I'm not okay with that. Like, if I had done that to one of them, mind you, I would have got my butt chewed out. I even told my mother this, and I was talking to my kiddo last night because she was over there at her house, and I said, she asked me, what did you need to talk to me about? I looked at her because I was on video chat, and I said, I don't appreciate when I'm in the middle of a conversation trying to explain to your husband what happened to Peyton and what was going on, and he shuts the door in my face mid conversation. So I don't know what was wrong with him. I don't know why he had such a big attitude towards me, but it was very disrespectful and I did not appreciate it. So, and she said, well, I had no idea about that. I said, obviously you didn't, because obviously you're at work. I get it. But still, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what was going on with that man yesterday or Tuesday or whatever, but it was very disrespectful and I was not happy at all. And so I had a conversation with my husband that night, and I was like, why would he do that? I was like in mid conversation and telling him what was going on and what I'd given her for the pain and stuff. And it's like, for the life of me, I don't get that man. At one point, everything was okay, but all of a sudden, it's like he did like 180, 160, whatever it is. You get what I'm saying. Like, he totally just changed. Honestly, I think the man has dementia and he doesn't know what the crap he's doing half the daggum time, but he won't get diagnosed because he is a stubborn man. We'll just put it that way and we'll just leave it there. But no, last night, I'm in a recovery program for trauma. And last night I had a study that we were doing with a bunch of ladies. And when I left there, I called to talk to my child. And I was doing video chat and stuff like that. And after that conversation with my child, my mom's like, what did you need to talk to me about? And that's where the conversation came in, where her husband shut the door in my face and I didn't appreciate it. So then we go into the topic about how I think she's a narcissist and how I think that I will never be good enough for her. And I will never have the relationship with my mother that I want to have, though my sister and somebody that's not even biologically related to her in any way, shape, or form is closer to my mother than myself. Now, you tell me how crappy that is. Because just because that person doesn't have a family, honestly, I understand it sounds like I'm a piece of crap because that other person um, was brought into the family by my sister, which my sister can't even stand her sometimes because she's so daggum bossy. And she tries to boss her son around and she tries to boss my sister around. But I don't understand it where I feel, and my husband sees it, and my in laws see it, that my mother and my stepdad see this non biological person related in no way, shape, or form to me or my mother or my sister is more of a daughter to my mother than I have ever been. Apparently, I don't get it. I think it's rude. I think it's sad. And I think my mom's a piece of crap for treating me like I'm the dirt beneath her feet because she'd rather have this other person as her daughter than me. I'm not even welcome in my mother's house. And when I asked her if I could use the restroom this past weekend, it's like, I've got to go to the restroom. Can I come in and go to the bathroom? The look of disgust and disgrace that came upon that woman's face truly showed me how she really felt about me. Because I guarantee you, that woman hates me. That woman despises me for every fiber of my being just because of my dad. Last night in our conversation, she kept comparing me to my dad. I told her, that's not fair to me. That is so not fair to me. My dad is not even here anymore, and I'm still getting compared to a freaking dead man. Like, what the actual hell is wrong with you? And I heard something on a reel that said narcissists will always place blame or bring up the past when either they're trying to control the situation or they're trying to, what was it? It was either they're trying to control the situation or they're trying to heal from the situation. I don't even know if that's possible for this woman because she is so freaking broken. It's ridiculous. And her husband is just as broken. Just gonna say that. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't even know how to explain the severity of their brokenness. It's just so bad. It blows my mind. Like, the severity of how broken they truly are is so sad. Because if they only worked on themselves just a little bit, not even a lot, just enough to get some sense of worth and some sense of control over who they truly are. And my mom was so surprised that, oh, I was calling her a narcissist. And if you know me and if you ever, you know, personally know me or you talk to me, I don't see narcissism. I see somebody that desperately wants to be loved. My husband sees it too, but I'm not. And that's so sad to say about your own family. I will say this: my mother in law and my father in law have been more parents to me than my own freaking mother has. My mother says she loves me, but I truly question the type of love that she has for me or how much she actually does love me because I think it's all bullcrap. I think it's all show. She puts on that mask. And when that mask is on, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, how you doing? And I told her the other day, I told her about the other day when her husband was not here in the state. I said, you are a completely different person than by yourself than when your husband is here. When your husband is here, you completely just turn yourself around with your attitude and the way you talk to people and the way you treat me. You are a completely different person. She looks at me and has the audacity to tell me, well, I could say the same about you. I said, no, 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 no. You're not going to turn this on me. No, because I am truly who I am. I don't BS and I don't put on a mask and pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I am not perfect. I am who I say I am. I don't sugarcoat crap, and I will tell you how it is. I might be afraid to tell you, but I'm never going to lie about it because I have no reason to lie. There is no reason for me to lie. I get absolutely nothing out of lying. I don't. And I don't understand where this woman has the audacity to say that I can literally just have the same thing that she does and just twist everything and make it to where, well, my attitude changes every time I put on a mask and show a completely different person. No, I don't. I absolutely do not. Because I've always been who I am. I have always been genuinely myself. I have never pretended to be somebody else. I have never pretended to be more or less than who I am or what I am. Period. Because I don't see the point in doing that and putting on a fake persona for anybody. Because it does not make sense to me. It does not give me any pleasure or any insight on anything else because it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't, boost my pay or boost my I don't know how to explain that, but it just doesn't give me any credit anywhere in my life. It is literally the worst feeling for somebody to sit there and tell you you are not genuine. I am absolutely the most genuine person. I do not hide it. You can see I am full on emotions. I'm not going to hide who I am. I have no reason to hide who I am with y'all. I have no reason to even, I'm going to put on this mask and I'm going to be somebody completely different in front of the camera or in public or whatever. No, I am genuinely who I say I am. I do not pretend or fake to be anybody else. But my mother, my stepdad, Oh, everything's fine. Bullshit. I have not cussed on this place but once or twice, but bullshit. I call it bullshit. No, I have literally told my mom that last night, and she just, like, her face was shocked. Like, how dare you call me that? How dare you say that to me? No, how dare you for assuming that you know who I am, because you absolutely have no idea who I am. You called me a liar. You called me a cheat. You called me all these names, and I still want nothing but a relationship with you. And sometimes I wonder why the frick I want a relationship with you when you treat me like a piece of crap beneath your feet. Because I absolutely am totally losing my mind because of this. I shouldn't be fighting with my mother. My mother should be wanting to have a good conversation and go out for lunch and go out for dinner or whatever when she has time. But I have never, ever had anything like this to do with my mom. Like, it is the only time I was ever with my mother is when I lived with her and my dad was in prison. That's it. As soon as my dad came out of prison, I went and lived with her, or lived with him and my grandmother. Excuse my hair. So I don't get it. I really don't. This woman is freaking nuts. I don't even know how else to explain it. She literally tried to blame me for everything and twist everything to make herself look good. If that is not a narcissist, I don't know what is. If that is not a person that wants to control and manipulate, I don't know what is. Guys, it's like, I'm going to leave you with this. If you are in a relationship, platonically or romantically, don't hide who you are. Do not hide who you are, because in the end, it's going to bite you in the butt. Be as genuine as possible. If you believe that that your relationship is based off of cut downs, manipulation, trying to make you feel bad, degrading you, and putting you down all the time, saying you're not worth it, you're not anything, you're a failure, you're a disgrace. Let me tell you something. You're not. You are worthy, and you are so loved. And I guarantee you, there is only one other person in the entire universe that loves you for who you are, that loves you just the way you are. And that is, I'm just gonna put it out there, but I believe this with my whole heart. God loves you. And God is not someone who is wanting you to hurt. So if you ever have a doubt in your mind that that is the type of relationship that you are in, or that is the type of friendship that you have, or a um, relationship with your siblings, your parents, anything like that, come on here and talk. Share your story if you choose to, because I guarantee you, talking about it and helping yourself through it is so much better than doing something that can potentially hurt you in the long run. I don't condone people bullying, making you feel less than when you're not. I don't condone the what's it called? I don't condone people making their self higher than somebody else because in the long run, we're equal people. We might not have all the abilities as one person, but we have different abilities that make us unique and make us who we are. You are loved, you are unique, and you are your own person. So do not let anybody else tell you that you are not good enough because you absolutely are. And I believe in you. And I know you're good enough. And I know that you can do anything you want to do and make yourself the person you want to be. And I'm so proud of you for doing that because that is not an easy task for some of us nowadays. It is so hard to get here and just sit here and talk to y'all like this because deep down inside, all these things, some things I want to say, some things I can't say because I'm terrified of what will happen to me and what will happen to my kids if I use the language that I want to use and the context that I want to use to talk to my mother because she thinks that this, and this. But I need y'all to understand that you are loved very much. And I love you. And I am so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished. And I know you can do it. And I'm sorry that if this has triggered anybody, but you shouldn't let people run over you. It's my opinion. You shouldn't let people tell you that you're not worthy because you are. You shouldn't let people run over you and degrade you and make you feel less than because you're not this. You're this. And I desperately hope that y'all find peace in knowing that somebody is sharing their story. And I hope you understand you're not the only ones that have to go through this. There are so many people that go through this day in and day out and don't have the strength to speak up for themselves. And I am speaking up because I want to help people. I want to be that person that is an advocate for you and whoever else out there that needs it. So I love you guys. I hope y'all have an amazing Thursday. Y'all go out and be blessed. And I will talk to you later, guys. Y'all have an amazing day. Bye.